'Twas a glorious Thursday for cricket, with a test match about to begin, and the Ashes to play for the whole of the nation was desperate for England to win. The hands on the clock read 11:15, the crowd took their seats round the ground. In their midst Ernie Dodeeds idly chewed on an old piece of gum he had found. The captains had tossed and the Aussies would bat, with skies clear and blue overhead. But the calm of the morning was shattered indeed when a voice on the loudspeaker said, "The England selectors regret to announce by mistake they chose only 10 names." Shouted Ernie, "My kit's in me bag, don't you know? I'm just in the mood for a game." As quick as a flash, he was in the pavilion. In 2 minutes flat he was changed. "I bat number 3 and I open the bowling, and Ernie Dodeeds is me name." "I say, hold on a sec," said the captain of England. "You might not be quite up to scratch." "I've a top score of 30, said Ernie with pride. "It's time someone like me had a match." When the team heard that Ernie was playing, the lads didn't like it one bit. But the captain said, "Chaps, I'm afraid we've no choice. There's no one else here with his kit. But really there's no cause to worry. We'll still win the game, just you see. We'll simply rely just a little bit more on a match-winning knock from KP." Before anybody could answer, the pavilion bell started to sound, and the umpires went out to a round of applause from the thousands who sat round the ground. "I'll take either end," stated Ernie, with the ease of a man among friends. As they walked on the field, said the captain, "Oh good, you'll be fielding third man at both ends." Well, Ernie was quite disappointed not to open the bowling attack, but then he took comfort from thinking the captain was maybe just holding him back. And surveying the ranks of spectators, he felt really glad he had come, and seeing himself on the big TV screen, waved his arms and called, "Hello, Mum!" "Play," said the umpire, and up ran the bowler to bowl the first ball of the game. It took a thick edge and looped up in the air, and somebody yelled Ernie's name. He had only to hold out his hands for the catch, but calamity struck, for instead he turned round to see who had called out his name, and the ball came down on his head. Well, the crack that it made was heard right round the ground. Ernie collapsed quite transfixed. The ball ricocheted straight into the crowd, and the umpire signalled a 6. "Oh dear," said the England fast bowler, "a dropped catch and a 6 all in one," though he did not convey this in such a polite and restrained way as I have just done. Well, Ernie went off on a stretcher, covered up with a first aid man's cape. A wag in the crowd cried, "You'll need a new head, 'cause your old one's gone right out of shape." But Ernie was wholly unconscious, and remained so throughout the weekend, till the captain awoke him on Tuesday to tell him on you, Ernie, England depends. 2 runs to win, 1 wicket to fall at the closing of play overnight, and Ernie must face the first ball of the morning. Said he, "I shall put up a fight." His partner, the England fast bowler, said, "Look for the chance to take one." But Ernie replied, "I shall play myself in before I start looking for runs." The only ball Ernie would face was a bouncer from a pitch like a rocket it rose. He took a great swipe, the bat flew from his hands and onto poor Brad Haddin's nose. Now a face full of bats quite distracting, so you'll not be very surprised to hear he completely missed the ball and it sped to the ropes for 4 byes. The Australians complained and protested. "How's that for obstruction?" asked one. But the keeper had been batting, was Ernie was hit, so the umpire said justice was done. And all of the players went off to get changed while the umpires took in the kit, leaving Ernie protesting alone on the pitch. "Hey, we haven't had beer match yet." Well, England had won by 1 wicket, and Ernie a great deal of fame. as the only man ever to take part in only the first and last ball of a game. And when all the hoo-ha was over, Ernie said, "There's one thing more. I'd like to confirm I'm available still for next winter's West Indies tour.